why I feel like we should be taxing our billion-dollar corporations is because, and during our now president that we have, giving the fact that he gave a huge tax cut to the wealthiest 1% of America and billion-dollar corporations, exactly what's going on with our economy right now. We're having situations where families of 3 or more can afford, to put food on their table. They have trouble paying for rent. They got laid off from their job. So we're having a situation where we're starting to see more homelessness. We're starting to see more people going for government help. And we have these billion-dollar corporations that every year they're getting billions of dollars, and we're starting to see that it's not going towards the people that really need it. It's going towards the people that are in the wealthiest, the people that do have the money and do have, they either have stocks, which is another thing where I think we should be holding corporations accountable, is that they're, before, back in the 50s, all the way I think to the 70s, if I'm not mistaken, they had this moral obligation, or they felt like they had a moral obligation to give back to their communities. They felt like they were helping their country become the United States that we all know to be now. But around the 70s and 80s, they corporations started booming. They started, their stock started going up, everything started going up, and then they had a shift where they had shareholders, buying in to their corporations. They're pretty much giving the money in to their corporations. So it kind of switched. So instead of, big corporations, working for the employees, or, having the employees being on the tier, they tend to switch it around and made shareholders now be on the top. And that has caused a lot of problems for us now. It caused a lot of problems with, the shareholders have more of the say. So instead of them looking at, okay, what's going to happen in the next 5 years or the next 10 years, with this direction, is it going to go the way that we want it to go? Is it, going to help us grow? They tend to just look within that year. And if they don't make enough for that year, then they do either they cut jobs, they cut people's labor, because the most expensive thing for any big corporations is labor. And so they feel like if they cut off the labor, then they will be able to have whatever money was left for labor, they can be able to save it for themselves.